welcome. Here is Martin Puryear's vault that you see behind me. It is a three-dimensional sculpture. So I wanted to ask you first, what materials do you see here? Okay, so hopefully you got to take a close look and you saw that there was the more obvious one, wood. Not only wood that was it was very dense, they were all together in this sort of built table almost like. And then behind that you would see a sort of mesh covered in some sort of material. And if you looked closer and you kind of thought for a second, maybe the material kind of looks like the deep black that you see on the streets, like asphalt. And when we think of asphalt, it's usually made up of tar. So this piece is also made out of tar here, that is covering the mesh and then is connected to the wood panel that you see in front of you. So I wanted to ask you, do you think these materials were either made very sort of high-end, that they would be sort of really hard to find, or do you think these would be everyday materials that you could find on the streets, or maybe at a Home Depot? So yeah, these definitely seem like easily accessible materials, right? Even if they were found at a store, you could go out and easily access those and buy them and just take them home. Or maybe you would find these huge pieces of wood like in an open lot or something like that. So we have these use of everyday materials, something that's really been done throughout history. So I wanted to take a moment to ask you guys also if you've seen this in any other artists today, or maybe actually sort of historically with certain crafts people. Okay, so a lot of artists, especially artists that live in impoverished neighborhoods, they use materials that they find around them that they don't have to necessarily pay for, like expensive paint or maybe a huge piece of metal or plastics, very expensive plastics or foams. They use what they find around them because that's what's in their environment. Also in history, there has been this use of African woodworking, especially if you think of like African masks from the Congo, or maybe there's sort of Caribbean sculptures that you see as well. So there's been this long history of African usage of wood within an everyday material, so there's this use of that. Finally, sort of wrapping it up, Martin Puryear called this piece vault, right? So what is a vault? Where do we sort of think of that being used? As well as what do you think this vault contains? And lastly, why do you think these materials would cover that object or